Good morning and welcome to Friday's Thought for the Day. I don't know if you heard yesterday's thought from Terry. I thought he was really helpful thinking about the petrol crisis, shortage, panic buying, whatever exactly the issue is. And particularly his thought that what we do, and particularly I think what we feel, provides a really useful window into our hearts. It shows, if we are able to reflect and look at, why did I do that? Why did I feel like that? We can learn a lot about our own hearts and maybe see ways in which we need to and can come to God in a new and fresh way. Let Him into our lives in a new way. But like Terry, I'm not directly affected by the petrol issues. So I plugged my car in overnight on Tuesday night to charge out. It's very easy to feel smug and these things don't affect me. But yesterday I got a bit of news to say that some of the things that are not working very well in our society and our country at the moment do affect me. Something we'd really been hoping would happen next week was delayed, postponed indefinitely because of one of the other many problems that are kind of bouncing around the country in the wake of COVID, in the wake of all the austerity and the cuts, in the wake of Brexit. A whole loads of things that are not working, and it's a slightly disturbing time to be in. And while they're affecting somebody else, we can just sit and observe. When they come and affect you directly, it feels a bit different. You start to feel powerless, really. We didn't do anything to deserve this issue. I felt it's easy to start to feel a bit desperate. So what can I do? These things are way out of our hands. We can't change the issue with truck drivers or petrols. We can't deal with the issues of backlogs in the health service and backlogs in the courts. We can't ourselves change them. And then I realised, well, in a small way, maybe I can change them. And one thing, as we sort of grappled with the news and the disappointment of yet another delay in this thing we'd really been hoping for, I thought, well, I can do something. I can write to my MP. I know her name. I can easily go onto her webpage. You do a few clicks and you get to contact me, and you get a page. Or you can send a message directly to someone who has an opportunity to influence, to affect, and in fact to shape government policy. I'm not quite as powerless as I thought, and so I went onto the website and I told her the particular anecdote of our situation and why it was difficult, and encouraged her to make contact with her colleagues in the appropriate department, and just use this as more illustration of why they really need to deal with this problem. And there was something very helpful to me about having written that message. I went and told Helen, I've written to our MP about it. And it feels good to think I'm not entirely powerless in this situation. I don't know exactly how much effect one letter, one message will have, but it will help. It goes into the pot, and it's something that I can do. And I've read over the last few years a lot about how we stay resilient in the face of difficult times, and one of the parts of resilience is knowing that you're not utterly powerless. So they call it a sense of agency, that you can do something. And in my small way, that message to the MP yesterday, that message to a politician in power, gave me a sense of, yeah, I'm not powerless in this situation. And that's where we come on finally to prayer. Talked about petrol and powerlessness and politicians. The fourth P for today is prayer, because as Christians we have access to someone far more powerful than a local MP. We have access to the one who shaped the universe, the one who sustains the universe, the one who knows the secrets of all of our hearts. who doesn't need a window into our heart. He knows directly what we're thinking. And in prayer, when we're faced with difficult situations, we can come to someone who understands, who sympathises, who will act in the very best interests of those he's called, those who love him, those who've been called according to his purpose. The Bible promises us that. And maybe one of the benefits back to us of prayer is that we no longer need to feel powerless. Because we have an audience. In fact, we have Jesus sitting at the right hand of God, interceding on our behalf. I don't know whether our MP will respond to take any action on what the message I sent her yesterday. I hope she will. Even if she does, I don't know what influence it will have. But it reminded me that I can go to a God who does have power, who does have authority, and who does care. Well, God bless you today, and we'll talk to you again next week, and maybe see you on Sunday as well.